I So I did not know that you couldn't come to a police department and just report child abuse and show text. That's pretty odd to me.
And as you're recording for YouTube, I've already explained the answers to those questions for you.
Right, Officer Reynolds, because my recording stopped on its own, so I had to re-record. So multiple. Okay, my question today, because there's multiple different police. I'm trying to figure it out since I'm not allowed law enforcement. What's going on? Why multiple police departments all over the place are covering for my experiences? I have no clue what's happening here, and I'm trying to figure it out. But
we've asked those questions for you.
why you okay? So explain to me why multiple police departments are tampering with evidence, committing felonies all over the place to keep me in abuse.
Ask those questions for you.
I don't recall you answering that.
On the previous recordings, we've answered those questions.
Oh, well, can you just, I've been through a lot. Can you answer them now? I don't understand why police would tamper with evidence and commit felonies.
We've answered those questions for you.
You don't want to answer them now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I just want to know my rights. Can I speak with another officer? Because you tried, when I was on my way, you tried to prevent me from, didn't even want me to have an address. I told the operator police commit crimes to keep me in my abuse. Then you wouldn't take the report when I got there. So I really don't want to speak with you. Is there another person that wouldn't be condescending and abusive with all my experiences and cover for the crimes that happened to me? Can I talk to someone else that wants to be a police and abide by the law?
If you need the police to your home, hang up and call 911.
I don't know why you're taking my right away to ask questions. I have a right to call the police department and get questions answered. You've taken multiple rights away.
There's a caller coming in. Is there anything we can do for you today?
You're committing a crime, sir. Tampering with evidence is a felony, and you've been doing it. You've done it multiple times, and then to try to intercept me, to call me and tell me that I can't come and do a report before I even got there, it's pretty amazing. Right. That's why I'd like to speak with another officer.
You can't top the number that you're calling.
I'm sorry?
For recording purposes.
What are you talking about?
Next line, we have another caller coming in.
I want to speak with an officer that's not going to commit crimes. I have questions.
What can we do for you today? We have another caller.
I'm ready for you guys to get your charges. This is ridiculous. Okay, sir. You've been tampering with evidence for a long time, as well as multiple police. This is amazing.
Life is an endangered.
Bye. You're not going to do. You're committing a crime. Officer Reynolds, what's your badge number?
7452.
Bye. Okay, I'm calling another police department. They know what's going on. They set it up. This happens all the time, so they don't answer the phone, and they do things to tamper with evidence and keep me from reporting what they set up. And plus, I have no clue what's going on with my calls. I call Southwest. This is now South Central.
Please leave a message and someone will return your call as soon as possible.
Okay, I dialed the wrong number.
Officer Saitaki.
I'm sorry. This is South Central, and what's your name?
Officer Saitaki.
And your badge number?
11274.
Okay. I have questions. If you're recording a crime,
I'm sorry.
if a citizen is recording a crime, what are because I have someone said that they were going to sue me when I was reporting a crime that they were committing.
What was the crime they were committing?
I just wanted to know if someone's committing a crime, can you record a party in the act of committing the crime?
Yes, you can record really anything unless the police officer tells you an active investigation is going through, then you cannot record that.
Okay. Well, I have multiple CPS workers that are covering for my daughter's abuse as well as multiple parties, which is a crime that no one's willing to investigate. I don't want to know why so many parties take an interest in my daughter got hit. And what I was trying to tell the CPS worker is that I have been assaulted so many times and threatened and schemes that I believe someone set up. And I'm not quite sure that it's not happening with my daughter.
Okay. Have you called police to your address to file those reports?
They keep tampering with evidence and covering for the crimes. I've already reported this to the police, and they will not take child abuse reports or CPS. They keep covering for it. Every location I've been to, which I'm curious on why people would risk multiple felonies all over the place to cover for it.
Okay. Are you in the city of Dallas?
I am.
Okay. So are you saying something's happening now?
Yeah, I had some caseworkers with Child Protective Services that are covering for crimes, the child abuse, and multiple parties have done it. But here's the thing: I have my reports. I've had on to 62 reports that I don't have investigators for. So I don't understand why I keep reporting these crimes to not get an investigator all over the place.
Okay, so what I highly recommend is going to our substation, or not substation, headquarters. Our headquarters, which is going to be at 1400 Bontham G.
Yeah, they're so petty there. They told me that they would arrest me for reporting identity theft. For some reason, they found it very threatening for me to report my identity theft and the theft of my food stamps and child support payments that came up missing. They were very, very disturbed and bothered by me reporting that and wanted to take me to jail to prevent me from reporting it and would not let me report it. So I don't understand why police would have such a vested interest and why I would get handcuffed at FBI. What are police covering up for? Why is there 62 reports why is CPS in multiple different locations unwilling to do child abuse investigation? What's going on with the police department?
Like I said, ma'am, you're going to have to ask about those reports. You're going to have to get those printed out and actually see what detective is on your case, because unless I'm able to see them, I can't give you an answer to your question, because I'm lost on why there's no investigation. You have to be able to actually get that paperwork and actually talk to that unit, and I'm not that unit. I'm just a patrol unit.
Well, I went to police headquarters. I have it recorded. They handed me some fraud. The person that handed me the fraud and not one report that I had made was recorded, and I informed him that they couldn't find any of the reports, and they said that another officer said don't take reports from me to tamper with evidence. So I don't understand why the police keep referring me to another location for law enforcement and why they deny it at the present time. Because if you are a police officer and you're hearing KCPS workers and all this chaos, why don't you just refer it to an FBI agent and have FBI call me back?
Because if it's within the state, we have to take care of it.
You're not. Each party I talk to tampers with evidence and commits crimes and denies investigation.
I never touched anything, so you can't say me.
Well, I'm reporting it today. What are you going to do with suspected child abuse?
Like I said,
I'm not able to finish communicating, because if you're an officer and I reported suspected child abuse, you have a responsibility to report that or you commit a crime. Okay. And I've been reporting it for years, and it's been getting ignored. Multiple parties have risked felonies and other crimes, other charges to cover for my daughter's abuse. So if you're hearing this now and you do nothing, you're committing a crime as a police officer. That's criminal.
Okay. So what report number did you need me to look up for you? So
I'm reporting a crime, and you have a responsibility when you hear there's so many parties and state workers covering up for child abuse. You are required to report that, sir, or you commit a crime.
Ma'am, in order for us to do a report, you're going to have to call 911. I cannot take reports over the phone.
Okay, well, officers keep tampering with evidence covering for the crime. What's your name again?
Again, ma'am, I cannot take reports over the phone.
What's your name?
I'm not allowed to. You're going to have to go
What's
call 911.
your name? What's your name?
Officer Saitaki, badge 11274.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am unable to take reports over the phone.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. I mean, they will arrest to cover for the crime, whatever. I mean, but it has to be a breaking point where you stop arresting someone to cover for the crimes that you're committing. I mean, people are really racking up a lot of charges, and eventually this really needs to end. It's out of hand.
I'm not racking up any charges, ma'am. What I'm saying
Well,
is,
I'm
giving you
reporting child
resources.
abuse, and you're referring me to call 911, and they're criminals,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then tamper with evidence and keep me from, it's when I call on my phone, they're just going to dispatch out people that cover for crimes. Someone just came yesterday and tampered with evidence, which is a felony, and it's just racking up. I have dozens,
Okay.
60 something
Okay.
reports that are getting ignored. So,
Okay.
sir, I don't know how long this is going to go on. I don't have rights, and apparently my daughter doesn't either for protection. So we'll
So,
see what
so
happens.
what did you need from me, ma'am?
As a
How
police
can I
officer,
help you? How can I help you?
can you tell me how you can help as a police officer with
Yes,
what I
ma'am. I
reported
did. I did tell you how I can help you.
by
I
calling
said you
911?
need to
That's how you
call
could help me.
911. You need to call 911, ma'am, and a police officer has to physically talk to you, get your identification to do a police report. I am unable to take your police report over the phone. So you
Okay.
have to call 911 in order for an officer to talk to you.
Okay. Well, let's see what kind of crimes they'll commit. Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Take care.